Hello everyone, this is Defense Politics Asia and this is the Frontline Changes Report. And for the first time since the beginning of the Kursk offensive, this Frontline Changes Report is all red. All the frontline change is in favor of the Russians. This is the first time this has happened since the beginning of the Kursk offensive. This has been it's pretty common to have all red, but this time around, I think since the Kursk offensive, this is like the first time from what I can remember. So we have frontline changes over at Ogovka, over in the Kursk front, Starisya at the Kharkiv front, Andriivka over in the Bakhmut front, Ozeryanivka, also Bakhmut, Torex, New York front, and then we have frontline changes in the Pokrovsk front at Krasnaya region, Novohorodivka, Mikhailivka, Kalinove, and then frontline changes over at Konstantinivka, over at the Donetsk front, and over at Vodiane. So we're going to go into the Kursk front first. At the Kursk front, there is geolocation of Russian forces re-entering into Ogovka. So this confirms the Russians are indeed in the counter-offensive. Previously, Ukrainians are geolocated over on the western part of this of Ogovka. So this is the first indication, first proof that the Russians are indeed on the counter-offensive in the Kursk front in this region here. So Russian forces are detected to be attacked by Ukrainian drones. So that's over at Ogovka. So and that's it from the Kursk front. Moving away from the Kursk front, over at Starisya in the Kharkiv front, Russian forces has been geolocated within the settlement of Starisya over on the western part. So this invalidates Ukrainian claims because the Ukrainian mapping claims that they have full control over Starisya. So either that or the Russians have actually counterattacked and retaken the settlement over on the western part of this settlement. We move away from Starisya into all the way to Andriivka over at the Bakhmut front. So this is Bakhmut city, the infamous Bakhmut city, and over at Andriivka we have the geolocation of Russian forces for the first time in this region, north of Andriivka, south of Klishchiivka. This is the first time we have seen the Russians appearing here since the Wagner era. So, since more than a year ago, 1.5 years ago. So, this could be a sign that the Russians are now on the major counter-offensive operation, or rather offensive operation towards the canal, in the south of Klishchiivka, and we might soon see the corroboration of the capture of Klishchiivka in the near future if this continues. But the Russians may not continue, so I don't know. South of this position, over at Ozeryanivka, there is a Russian forces geolocated over on the western bank of the canal. So this is interesting. So this could be a case where the Russians have really begun, this operation to go all the way to the canal region. Anyway, this is the canal already, so they're going west and maybe a pincer, perhaps. I'm not sure. So let's see how this develops. Over at Torex itself, the Battle of Torex, new developments happening around here. Russian forces has been geolocated in the northern outskirts of the Dacha region, and this means that the Russians are going southward from the high-rise building zone, and this creates a massive problem for the Ukrainian forces in this region, because if the Ukrainian forces are indeed defending this region around here, the forest region and the Dacha, holding back the Russian forces and are preventing them from launching an offensive from the Pivnishne region, this push coming from the north would potentially cause a pincer all the way in the cemetery and Dacha region and cause a massive encirclement over within this Pivnishne Torex region. So we have to continue to monitor this situation, and see how this develop. So anyway, that's it from the Torex. We move into the Pokrovsk front. Over the Pokrovsk front, over in the Krasnaya Krutia region, Russian mapping have claimed that they are on the outskirts of the two villages. So we will just wait and see, how this develop. They have some rumors about possibility of them capturing the twin village, but they cannot be sure based on Russian sources. So we just have to continue to wait. Other frontline change continues over in the south. In these are all Russian claims. So over in Novohorodivka, Russian claims that they have captured the entire eastern part of Novohorodivka, and the frontline change continue to go downward south from Novohorodivka. So let me draw it in this way. So and I push this up, and so the Russian forces also captured the major fortification east of Marinivka, and this will mean that the Russians are poised to be attacking Marinivka in a pincer operation as well from this region here, because the north and south is now within striking distance to attack Marinivka from north and south direction. So this is going to be rather bad. I think this settlement is going to be abandoned entirely. And away from Marinivka, south of this position, over the Mikhailivka region, Russian forces have taken the entire tree line around this region, and they are now next to the quarry. I believe there's a quarry, and this will allow them to take a high ground position and then continue on their attack towards Selidove and Mikhailivka. So let's see how this goes, and see whether the Ukrainians actually will defend this quarry or high ground region at all. We move to the Kalinove region. There is based on Russian mapping, they have claimed that the Russian forces have taken more grounds around the south of Pitishe towards Kalinove. So the battle within this region continues. Did I map any deep state UA mapping here? No. So this just to update that there is no deep state UA updates within this frontline changes report. I believe so. Let me see. For 25th August 04. Actually, I did. I've mapped it in, I believe. Let me check. I should have mapped it in as well. Novohorodivka, and then we have Olivka. Yeah, I think I have actually mapped it. I suspect. Let me check. I forgot. I'm getting a bit sleepy, so I'm a bit confused. Let me see. Yeah, let me Vudiane. Yeah, that is the old mapping. So yeah, I think I have mapped everything. So the deep state UA have, the pro Ukrainian side have not put the report out yet. There are frontline changes yet. So no, these are that's why maybe it's all red. Maybe that's the reason. So after Kalinove, we move further south over at Konstantinivka. There is two major geolocations. Russian forces geolocated in two different locations in the south of Konstantinivka, confirming the Russians' full capture and securing of the entire south of Konstantinivka. And this will allow the Russians to continue the attack in a bigger frontage, and this will cause the quick speed up of the collapse of the defense over in Konstantinivka. South of Konstantinivka, over the Vodyane region, the Russian claims that they have fully captured the major fortification defending the junction, and they are now taken much more frontage, or much more forward position along the highway, which will allow them to do a major operation against Vodyane in the future. So, and I believe these are all the frontline changes report for the past 24 hours. I'm sleepy because we just finished the 5 hours plus DPA open mic session. We discussed about Ukraine war, geopolitics and stuff. So anyway, do check it out. Drop the link over here. Maybe you will fit your taste, and press the like button, subscribe. I will see you guys in the next update.